kickoff there inside of Lumen Field in the Soto district of Seattle. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Welcome to the field, your 2024 Seattle Seahawks.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And, Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 32 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able.
The ball comes out. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4, and now he's got his offense set up here early with 1st and goal.
Walker. This defense backed up, but They bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up second
A
and
loss
goal
was definitely not
at the
something they had
3-yard line.
accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now, this looks like a design run, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Third and goal.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A 22-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there was some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine. Because there is no question, when this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple of years.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
11 on the play. First down,
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That one complete to Moore. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A gain on the play. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Reek Woolen brings him down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
That's another.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Clement. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chicago.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Good blocking, and he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bears 7, Seahawks 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes White. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll bring this to about the 25. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We are through 1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Darnold. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Andrew Billings getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got Connect. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And Listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
17 yards.
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Another run here, another run by Swift, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Knight on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They will run it over center with Swift, and he'll get forward for about a yard. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, get this downfield to Smythe. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
That's another
first catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. DJ Moore, touchdown Chicago.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Seahawks 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing, Darnold. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To throw again is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Moore. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burden. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Williams. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position a huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
To throw on first down is Darnold. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
10 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Swift. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Williams. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the 2nd half, and they trail pretty big here to start the 3rd. But it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the 1st half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half.
At their own 31-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This one snagged by Smith and Jigba. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. A play fake. Now Williams. That's for the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A run here with Swift. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift, and he is going to have a Bears 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. That has play good for 22. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes White. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The defense stringing him out. No gain, back to the original line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down.
And 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Darnold. Got a man, that's Warner, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Darnold now on 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
12 more yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Here's Darnold. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll put Loveland in motion. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go play action here with Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Third and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And the Bears first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bears.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard on the Seahawks' 30-yard line.
Zacchaeus. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But a really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 20-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And the Bears are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's good.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Second and goal. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 9.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. In motion is Barner. They'll run here with Walker. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
There's a short one taken in by Barner.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
From the gun on third down is Locke. It's complete. He's got Cox. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The Seahawks will line up.
They'll run for it with Walker. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On the give, here's Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Tariq Woolen on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
The Bears sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. When you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat, because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
A second down throw for Locke. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Gervon Dexter getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to third and very long.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. This one is caught on fourth and goal. They deliver. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Here's a handoff to Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. from the shotgun. It's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
And the Bears first down.
First and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
That's good for a Bears.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.